Come thrifting with me. Last time I was here, I had to rush my way through, so I wanted to make sure I headed back soon. Today, I decided to start with the furniture and go backward. When I first walked in, I was greeted with this very light pink dog kennel. I thought it was so cute that someone painted it. And do you guys remember this awesome magazine rack? I still love it. It's down to $10 now, though. It used to be $20. I think it's a pretty good deal. I also really liked this bookshelf. I wanted to take a closer look at it, and so I was moving some items out of the way. And then, unfortunately, I saw how damaged it was at the bottom, especially the bottom veneer. So I was a little surprised that it was priced as high as it was. I think it was $30. This little table / plant stand would be really great in my husband's office for a plant. It did have a vintage vibe to it, but I suspected it wasn't. When I flipped it over, I saw the newer screws and realized that, yes, it's just a replication. It would still be a cute table, but not for $15. Then I noticed how many magazine racks they had. There's 1, 2, 3. I really like that one. And then over here was the 4th that we already looked at. And then there's another one over here by the door that's 5. And then 6 over here. So many different styles too. I hit up the board games next, and this one caught my eye, of course, with the vintage box. That little card holder in the middle looked familiar to me, so I had to open it up, and it's the chartreuse one. I saw this exact one at another thrift store, and I passed on it. I got the 2 red instead. And so seeing this one in the box just makes it so much neater to me. I don't necessarily need it. It would be nice to have. And with the box, it actually says chartreuse on the side. I had to get it. It was only $1. And also, I forgot to get on camera, I also grabbed this Trivial Pursuit Family Edition. I love Trivial Pursuit, but my kids can't play as often, so I'm hoping that this one has easier questions for only $2. And it's definitely 80s or 90s, so I don't know if that's quite vintage, but retro for sure. Putting this in the basket was a mistake, though, because that basket got heavy quick. I've been looking for an accordion rack that was dated, and I could tell by the hardware on this one that it was older. I also liked the darker brown color. It's only $1, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I think I may have an idea for it, so we'll see. Next, I hit up the picture frames. I was looking at this one to see if I could possibly use it for a fridge magnet. Didn't love the design, so I moved on. This one is so millennium kind of era. Then I found this tiny one. It is not brass or gold, but I loved it. I think I'll use some rub and buff, and for 50 cents, it will be such a cute fridge magnet. I continued to look at some of those other metal frames. I saw these 2 wood frames. These would be a great item for a craft project. I love the design of them. I just don't have a use for them, so I put them back. But here is another one of those little metal oval frames. These I felt like were just too heavy and a little bit more floral looking than I would like, so I left those behind. This little lampshade would go perfect on the brass lamp I bought for my someday bar cart. The one I previously bought is a little bit bigger and it doesn't fit that particular lamp. This one snaps on the light bulb, so I am hopeful that it will work. For $3, I'm going to take a gamble. I know that's kind of a lot for not knowing if it'll work out, but I have been struggling to find one I liked, and since I like it, I'm going to go ahead and get it. They were also having a book sale, and I could not believe this Daisy Jones and the Six book was out here. It was $2. I absolutely love this book and love the show even, and I think I have a copy already, but I love it so much, I'm going to grab this copy as well. Is this not the most 90s crockpot you've ever seen? I just thought that the flowers were just so pretty, and it's actually in such great shape. I don't need it, but I appreciate it. My arm is killing me. Very heavy items. I am always looking for more birthday cards, especially ones that are more masculine, so I dug through those, and I ended up getting just shy of $5 in cards. They were 25 cents each. It's still such a good deal to thrift your cards instead of buy them. I have a little iron like this that's already on my trinket shelf. I love the black on this one, and I think it will be cute in my laundry room, so for 50 cents, I decided to grab it. It's the little details. Then I moved on finally to the Christmas items. I am really into gold on my main tree. I thought that these would be really cute. They have a little bit of a vintage vibe, so I grabbed them. I was very intrigued by this wooden nativity set, but then I saw a giraffe in there and an elephant, and I realized that it was actually a Noah's Ark set that had been put with the Christmas stuff. So, of course, I passed. Probably shouldn't put that out for Christmas. I just love a good vintage die cut. They just remind me so much of my childhood. I wish there was somewhere that I could put them, that I could work them into my decor, but it always just feels like such a poster piece and it just never quite works. But I was very tempted. For some reason, these were each priced at 50 cents, which I hate because why would you not just price them as a whole? Like, why would you sell them separately? But anyway, I digress. Very cute, but I left them behind. Then I saw this ornament and it was just so unique I had to show you guys. I've never seen one quite like that. Here was a vintage box of hooks and it was only 25 cents. I do not need hooks, but I definitely love the box and I will use it on my gift station. And then the fall stuff, I am totally in the fall mindset. The miniature pumpkins were a no-brainer, as well as these little cloth ones. I definitely want to put them all over my trinket shelves, so absolutely. I loved the ghost in this set, and I wanted the ghost only. They were selling them separately, but I just felt like I couldn't split up the group, so I left them. I also really liked this guy, but I didn't like the center hole. Like, if that's his mouth, is that his nose? I don't love that. I also loved this candy jar. I wanted to get it, but with these seals on these older jars, I do always give them a smell. I know it sounds weird, but this one smelled funky, so I had to leave it. You can't get those smells out of those jars. I also love these acorns. I loved how one laid on its side, but I have a lot of salt and pepper shakers. And here was a lone turkey salt or pepper shaker. Sad he doesn't have a partner. I need to see how many of these kind of fall wreath kind of candles bases I have, because that one was cute. I am always looking for pumpkins to put on my front porch that won't rot. This one was only like $2 and they're so expensive at Walmart now, so I went ahead and got it. So the big pumpkin, the accordion rack, and a bag full of items, I ended up spending $21.77. Not bad at all, and I am getting really excited for fall. Oops, I guess I got 2 bags. Make sure you come back to see how I style, store, and organize these items. Thanks for coming along.